Yo, 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 who's ready for the next season? So the fall season isn't just for pumpkin spice, insert whatever product here. It's also for back to school anime, the leaves are falling anime, and I love the fall. Brand new anime are upon us, okay, and a lot of them come out. So I'm gonna talk about the ones that I'm most interested in because let's be real, we can't all watch these anime because one, we just don't have the time to watch all of them, but two, they're not all gonna be good. I would argue 10% of all anime are decent. And I think that's a pretty good rule to live by of any medium, whether it's a book, a movie, a TV show, anime, same shit. The vast majority is trash. We have to sift through the trash and find the gems. So here are my top 8 that I'm interested in. Of course, this is going to be narrowed down once I actually watched episodes. So I haven't seen any of these anime. Based on the description and based on the image, because let's be real, that's how I judge this shit. That's how I will make my assessment. So after I watch them, of course, it's going to change. And please feel free to let me know what you guys are most interested in, because right now this is just a preliminary list, and I'll probably be making reviews on maybe 3 at most. So here's my list in no particular order. First one I'm going to mention is MAHOUTSUKAI no YOMA. So I'll be real, I mostly judge this one on the image because I'm like, ooh, girls being held by a monster. So, you know, that's kind of sexy. So I clicked after that, and the description totally sold me. It's as follows. Chise Hattori had lived a full life of neglect and abuse, devoid of anything resembling love. Far from the warmth of family, she has had her share of troubles and pitfalls. Just when all hope seems lost, a fateful encounter awaits her. When a man with the head of a beast, wielding strange powers, obtains her through a slave auction, Chisa's life will never be the same again. There's a few things that pop out right off the bat. Slave auction. 2, and that skeleton head though, okay? So why? Is it a mask? Is he an actual monster? I'm trying to find out, okay? And it looks like it could have some romance, so I'm hopeful right now. What if... I'm not even gonna say predictions. Next. So the second one is Kino no Tabi, The Beautiful World. I have actually seen the original, and it is by far one of the best anime, even though the animation looks amazing. I've seen this anime already, and I think the story is so good. The character is amazing, and I don't know that they can bring it back to life. I'm hoping they don't change much because, again, the story is top notch. So I will be giving this a try though. I'm a little apprehensive. I don't think they can quite, live up to the original, but we'll find out. The story follows the travels of Kino, a young adventurer who rides a talking motorcycle named Hermes. They explore the people and cultures of different places throughout their adventures, spending their 3 days on each location. When I first read that synopsis, I was like, okay, it doesn't tell me much, but it's exactly what I want to hear from an anime. It's just people living their lives and you're gonna go on this journey with them. I love slice of life is probably my favorite genre. So Kino's journey is definitely one of my favorite anime, and I'm looking forward to this one. Third, I am going with Just Because. Just Because focuses on subtly portraying the feelings of a group of high school students nearing graduation. Near the end of the semester or third year, when students have very little time in high school left and are just near for graduation, the appearance of a new transfer students begin to change what remains of the high school lives just as they were about to graduate. Now, senioritis is for real, okay? We've all experienced it at some point. If you've ever been to school, you've been a senior at some point, and you already know, like, you're done with this shit. So I do like stories that take place in high school, and I love when they're, like, given a realistic portrayal. Like, people trying to move on with their lives, they're on to the next phase, you're changing friends, you might change schools and neighborhoods. And so I really do gravitate towards stories that are talking about like everyday shit. I think that's again, I love slice of life. I'm trying to find out more about myself too, because we've all been through those experiences. So yeah, so Just Because is definitely on the list. Again, even the title, Just Because. Yeah, we all do shit just because. And I have no background. I don't know what this thing is really about, just based on the description. So winner for me. I'm totally hyped to watch this. The next one, I think we're at number 4, Black Clover. Asta is a young boy who dreams of becoming the greatest mage in the kingdom. Only one problem, he can't use any magic. Luckily for Asta, he believes the incredibly rare 5-leaf clover grimoire that gives him the power of anti-magic. Can someone who can't use magic really become the Wizard King? One thing's for sure, Asta will never give up. Okay, well, sounds like a shonen. Sounds like there's a lot of action. I don't necessarily gravitate towards shonen, but the story sounds pretty legit. This is kind of the same trope that they do in a lot of shonen. I don't have abilities, but I'm gonna try my hardest. Okay, cool. Good for you, right? You get points for fucking effort. It can feel kind of goofy if the character is really immature. I don't know anything about the anime, okay? I haven't seen the first episode yet, but I am looking forward to it because I kind of dig the description. Okay, and the next one is Shouju Shumatsu RYOKOU. The animation style looks really interesting. It's like I really stay away from that type of animation style because then I just think it's gonna be like really childish. But Madoka Magica was definitely not a childish anime by any means. So that definitely was a good example of why you can't always judge a book by its cover or an anime by its animation style, because it can always surprise you. So I'm hoping this surprises me, even though it looks kind of, you know, kiddie. The description sounds kind of grown up. Civilization is dead, but Chito and Yuri are still alive, so they hop aboard their beloved motorbike and aimlessly wander through the ruins of the world they once knew. Day after a hopeless day, they look for the next meal and fuel for their ride. But as long as the two are together, even an existence as bleak as theirs has a ray of sunshine in it. Now, that does sound pretty interesting. Again, I love slice of life, I like the drama, and if they are just the only 2 girls left, I think you can get some really interesting storytelling. Or at least it opens up for like a broad range of emotions to be expressed. Will they go that far? I hope so. Okay, the next one I'm looking forward to is Omai Aite wa Oshaigo Tsuyoki na Mondaji. Okay, I don't know what the fuck this is. This is ecchi. That's it. That's why I'm watching this. That's why I'm gonna watch this. The 2 are female teacher and student, but they are engaged. Nano is a popular teacher who is admired by students. Only Soji and male students give her trouble. One day, someone she knows introduced her for an arranged marriage. Nano was worried at first. Later, she realized that he is Soji, who disguised as someone else. Even though she rejects the arranged marriage, Soji still comes to pursue her. I'm about that edgy life. So, do I have high hopes for this anime? Hell to the no. The description is just super generic, right? Like, teacher and student relationship, oh, forbidden. And then it's an arranged marriage on top of that, and dumb. Sounds dumb, but I'm gonna watch this shit, okay? So, I'm about that life. I'll admit, whatever. Not every anime has to be the best. Next, JUUNI TAISEN. Description. There's a tournament held every 12 years. Well, 12 contestants fight each other to have one wish granted. So I have not seen this first episode either, but it sounds pretty cool. I like when they have tournaments because that means the story is kind of self-contained, like within an arena. And then I don't know. There's something about competition that brings out really interesting aspects of people's characters. So if they can have like a unique, kind of diverse perspective on each participant, I think this could be like a really strong anime. So it sounds interesting, but because it could be so self-contained within the tournament, if the characters are not strong enough to push the anime along, this might be an anime that I'm most likely gonna drop. But just on the premise alone, it sounds pretty interesting. And finally, we have Inuyashiki. The description is, Ichiro Inuyashiki is down on his luck. While only 58 years old, his geriatric looks often have him written off as a pathetic old man by the world around him. He's constantly ignored and disrespected by his family despite all that he's done to support them. On top of everything else, his doctor has revealed that he has cancer, and it appears that he has little time left in this world. Just when it seems things couldn't get any worse, a blinding light in the night sky strikes the earth where Ichiro stands. He later wakes up to find himself unscathed, but he soon starts to notice that there's something something different about himself. So if I didn't make it clear before, I'm literally just going based off of, you know, anime chart, just seeing what's coming out the season. I didn't do any research. I didn't look at the trailers. I'm literally just going by the description that I read and the image that they have, the poster image. So I'm not even going based on anything else. I didn't do any further research. Just want to see what caught my eye, what catches my eye in the season, and I'll follow through with that. I will be dropping a lot of these animes, just so you guys know. I'm not going to watch all this shit because probably half of these I will just quit after the first episode, I'll be real. But this one does sound interesting because, you know, how often do we have anime where the main character is an older gentleman? There are older protagonists. It just tends to be kooky and weird stuff. So I kind of like that. Scratch that. I love that. I love weird anime. So I'm hoping that this one's a weird anime. I don't know that it will be because the cover does seem like it's like an action-y kind of anime. Again, so these are the anime that I'm looking forward to. I know what I like, and you guys may have different tastes, but these are some that I'm super interested in. You may not see any mecha up in here because I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't fuck with the Gundams. So don't give me any of those unless it's really, and when I mean really good, it's like that shit better be your top 20, and you better not have seen only 20 anime. You better have seen at least 1,000, okay? So please give me some anime that you would recommend for this season. I know summer season's always the most popular. We have a lot of shonens, so I'm hoping for fall we get some like more diverse stuff. And I know my list has a lot of slice of life. That is what that's really what I love. I love slice of life because there's so much to tell in the everyday mundane things. We are all human. We can all relate to each other on those very basic levels. What it means to go to high school, have a crush, right? Go through depressing things in your life. That's what I love about anime. It's not just about the fantastical, you know, stuff and like you know, mahou shoujos and shonens, right? I want a little bit more. I like the drama. Now when they can combine all those things together, that's the perfect anime for me. So I do have a few that I'm more interested in than others, but that being said, I'm gonna give all of these a try. Give them the first episode, and if I don't talk about them again, it's because they were trash. So let me know what animes you're looking forward to this season. Please like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out for my next anime reviews.